My name is Hana. I was born in Korea. I grew up in Korea. Korea was my home. For many years, I believed I would live there forever. My family was there. My memories were there. My language was there. Everything felt familiar. But slowly, my life started to feel heavy. Every morning, I woke up early. I got ready for work. I took the bus or the subway. I stood with many people. Everyone looked tired. At work, the days felt long. I worked hard. I tried my best. But the pressure was strong. My boss wanted everything perfect. Mistakes were not welcome. Even small mistakes felt big. People around me worked silently. No one talked about feelings. Only work. Only results. I smiled at work. But my smile was not real. Inside, I felt tired. Very tired. When I came home at night, my body was weak. I ate quickly. I showered. I lay in bed. I looked at my phone. I looked at the ceiling. I asked myself quietly, is this my life? Is this all I will do? The days felt the same. Wake up. Work. Come home. Sleep. Again. 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 On weekends, I wanted to rest. But even rest felt short. Sunday night came fast. Monday arrived too soon. My heart felt heavy. One morning, something happened. I was late for work. I missed the bus. I stood at the bus stop, holding my bag. Cars passed by. People walked fast. Suddenly, tears came to my eyes. I didn't cry loudly. No one noticed. But inside, I was breaking. I thought, why am I crying over a bus? That moment scared me. That night, I opened my notebook. I wrote slowly. I am not happy. I feel trapped. I need a change. I closed the notebook. My hands were shaking. The idea of change felt scary. In Korea, life felt safe, but also tight. Rules, expectations, pressure. I remembered my English classes. I remembered movies from America. Big streets. Different people. New beginnings. I didn't know why, but America stayed in my mind. The idea felt impossible. My English was not good. I had no friends there. No family. I was afraid. But staying felt worse. One evening, I talked to my mother. She looked at me quietly. She said, "You look tired. You don't smile like before." Her words hurt my heart. I didn't want to live, only for work and stress. That night, I couldn't sleep. I thought about my future. 5 years later, 10 years later, the same life, the same feeling. I didn't want that. Slowly, the idea became clear. I would leave Korea. Not because I hated it, but because I needed space. I needed to breathe. I needed to try. The decision was not easy. I cried many nights. I doubted myself. But deep inside, I felt something new. Hope. Fear and hope together. That was the moment. My journey began. When I arrived in America, everything felt new. The airport was big. People walked fast. Voices came from everywhere. English surrounded me. I understood some words, but most sentences felt too fast. I held my bag tightly. My heart beat quickly. I told myself, I am here now. I must be brave. The first days were confusing. Simple things felt difficult. Buying food, finding the bus, reading signs. I stood in front of a map for a long time. I felt lost. In Korea, I knew where everything was. Here, nothing felt familiar. At the supermarket, I walked slowly. So many choices. So many words. I picked the wrong items many times. I felt embarrassed. At the cashier, the woman spoke quickly. I smiled and nodded, even when I didn't understand. I left the store feeling tired. At home, I sat alone. The room was quiet. Too quiet. I missed the sounds of Korea. The voices. The comfort. At night, I called my mother. I told her I was fine. But my voice shook. She asked, "Are you eating well? Are you sleeping well?" I said yes. But after the call, I cried. I cried because I was lonely. I cried because everything was hard. I cried because I missed home. The hardest part was English. I studied English before. I knew grammar. I knew words. But speaking was different. When people spoke to me, my mind became empty. Words disappeared. One day, I went to a cafe. I practiced my order in my head. "Can I have a coffee, please?" When it was my turn, my mouth felt dry. I spoke slowly. The worker looked at me. He didn't understand. He asked me to repeat. People waited behind me. I felt pressure on my back. My face became hot. My hands shook. I repeated. This time, he understood. But his face looked tired. He handed me the coffee without smiling. I walked away feeling small. I sat alone with my coffee. I didn't drink it. I thought, why is this so hard? Another day. I tried to ask for help on the street. I wanted directions. I spoke with a strong accent. The man listened, then laughed a little. He said, "Oh, your English is cute." I smiled. But inside, my heart hurt. I didn't want to be cute. I wanted to be understood. Sometimes, people spoke louder to me. Sometimes, they spoke very slowly. I knew they were trying to help, but it made me feel different. I felt like a child again. At work, I was very quiet. I listened more than I spoke. I was afraid to make mistakes. Afraid people would laugh. When meetings happened, I understood only parts. I nodded often. Inside my head, I felt panic. What if they ask me a question? What if I say something wrong? When someone spoke kindly to me, I felt grateful. But when someone looked impatient, I felt weak. One woman at work was not kind. When I asked questions, she sighed. She said, "You should know this." I wanted to say, "I am learning," but I stayed silent. That silence hurt me. At night, I walked alone. The streets were wide. The sky felt big. I thought about Korea. I thought about my old life. I asked myself, did I make a mistake? Some days, I wanted to quit. I wanted to go home. I imagined being back in Korea, speaking freely, understanding everything. That felt warm. But then, I remembered why I left. I left because I felt trapped. I left because I wanted a new life. I told myself, this is the hard part. But knowing that did not make it easy. Loneliness was heavy. Some weekends, I did not speak to anyone. I stayed in my room. I watched videos. I listened to English slowly. I talked to myself. I practiced simple sentences. Hello. How are you? Can you help me? I felt silly. But I kept going. One evening, I tried to join a small community class. I sat in the back. People talked freely. I listened. I wanted to join, but fear stopped me. When it was my turn to speak, my voice was quiet, but no one laughed. Someone smiled at me. That small smile gave me strength. Still, not every day was good. Some days, I felt invisible. Some days, I felt strong. America was teaching me something. Not just English. It was teaching me patience. It was teaching me courage. But at that time, I didn't see it clearly. I only felt tired. Very tired. One night, I wrote in my notebook, "This is hard. But I am still here." That sentence mattered. I was still there. I didn't give up. Even when people were mean. Even when English felt impossible. I stayed. And slowly, something inside me started to change. After many hard days, I slowly understood something. Life in America was not trying to break me. It was trying to teach me. At first, I didn't see it. I only felt tired. I only felt afraid. But one morning, I looked at myself in the mirror. My eyes looked tired, but they also looked strong. I said quietly, "I am still here." That sentence mattered. I decided to stop being angry at myself. I was not stupid. I was not weak. I was learning. I started with small steps. Very small steps. Every morning, I listened to slow English. I listened while making breakfast. I listened while walking. I didn't understand everything. And that was okay. I stopped trying to be perfect. I practiced simple sentences. I would like this. Can you help me? Thank you very much. I said them again and again. Sometimes, I talked to myself in my room. I felt silly. But I also felt brave. At the store, I forced myself to speak. My voice was quiet. My accent was strong. But I spoke. Sometimes people understood. Sometimes they didn't. When they didn't, I repeated slowly. I stopped apologizing for my English. I started smiling more. One day, something small happened. I ordered food, and the worker understood me the first time. He smiled. I smiled back. That moment stayed in my heart all day. At work, I tried to speak more. Not long sentences, just short ones. I think this is good. I can help with this. My hands shook. But I spoke. No one laughed. Nothing bad happened. That surprised me. I realized my fear was louder than reality. Slowly, people started talking to me more. One coworker asked me where I was from. I said, I am from Korea. She said, that's cool. Just that. No judgment. No impatience. I felt lighter. I also met people like me. People from other countries. People learning English too. We shared stories. We laughed at mistakes. We understood each other. I was not alone anymore. On weekends, I explored the city. I walked slowly. I looked around. The streets felt less scary. The city started to feel familiar. I still had bad days. Some days, English felt hard again. Some days, I felt tired and quiet. But now, I knew something important. Hard days pass. I wrote in my notebook again. My English is not perfect. But it is improving. I am improving. That felt good. I learned to be patient with myself. I learned to celebrate small wins. One conversation. One smile. One brave sentence. America was changing me. Not fast. But deeply. I was learning a new language. But more than that, I was learning to believe in myself. And that made all the difference.